Hi everyone, it's Cheryl from My Well-Rounded Life. Thanks for joining me today. I'm getting ready to go out. I have a couple errands to run, post office, chiropractor, and I thought I would do a car vlog. Afterwards, I'm going to Aldi's and Small Mart for some groceries. And I thought, yes, a nice car vlog and then a grocery haul. And while I was sitting here, I took apart my cell phone, and by that I mean I took off the backing, took apart, because I'm going to put another one on because it's not Christmas anymore. It's sometime in January. What is it? Today's the 9th. So I thought, ooh, while this is off, let's do a video at the table. I don't know when the last time was I did a video face-to-face without driving. So that's what I did, or rather that's what I'm gonna do. I'll talk here and then I'll just do the grocery haul afterwards. So this is the, I got this at Wish, both pieces. I was looking for a red pocket sock, what's this called? Sock pocket. I don't remember, but I couldn't find any, so I just had to use a silver one that I already had, and it covers the pretty red bow that this is on, and it just says, what does it say? Christmas greetings. So I used this since like early November, December, I guess, and I'm going to clean it up with an alcohol swab and put it away. I guess I can pull it back out again. Pop sockets. These pop sockets are really good. They last forever. And I bought a new one. I get mine, the pop sockets and the covers at Wish, a few bucks each, you know. And I got this real pretty blue floral one, but I don't really have a pop socket that I like to go with it. So I decided to use this one. I bought it sometime last year. It seems almost wintry to me, like snowy, cold winter, instead of a nice floral one, which I can save for spring. I haven't used this one yet, ever. So I take this off, but I'm gonna clean it up and put it on. I also have a tempered glass sheet from the Dollar Tree that I need to use because mine has a nice little crack going all along my phone. You could hardly see it. It looks like, if you see it, if you catch it in the light, it looks like a hair. So it's basically a hairline fracture in the glass that I have, but these are only $1. And I go through maybe 3 a year, as opposed to the last one that I had on that I got at Sprint. It was $42, guaranteed for life. Anything happens, bring it back. I come back, I'm gonna change phones, right? So I come back and I mention this again. He's like, well, we don't carry those anymore. I said, you had a lifetime guarantee on this. It was $42 and you don't carry them anymore? He said, nope, sorry. So everyone who I saw hauling these at the Dollar Tree, I decided to start believing, and that's what I get. I get 2 or 3 at a time when I can get them, because every once in a while, there's one that I just can't get on right. I'm nervous, I'm worried I'm gonna get it wrong, and I ruin it. So for $1, I toss it away and I take another one out of the drawer. I mean, that's only ever happened once, maybe twice. But they're easy to apply if you know what you're doing. And they last a long time. Just don't be dropping your phone all the time, right? And here's the pop socket I'm going to use. It is floral, but it's a very light color floral. And I figure it'll look cute enough on this. You need to have a smooth surface on your cover in order for a pop socket to stay on there. So if it's got that smooth satiny finish, it won't work. So, and I only care about the pop sockets. I really do. That's all I care about, because I just love how they feel. They work perfect for my hand, and I think this one will look cute on there, and it will get me through the winter. Oh, this is really cute. Isn't that cute? The colors, they're muted, they're nice. So after I'm done with my video, I'll go ahead and clean all that up. I don't have to leave for almost an hour, so I thought, let's do a video. In my in my Happy Planner here in the back, I have a section that I marked meal plan, and I made this last month. The first page I have my year at a glance weight scale, where the first, or as close to the first of every month, January through December, I will weigh myself and I'll put the weight on these little scales here. Here's my weight for the beginning of January. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. It says 254.8. Now, when I started Weight Watchers again last month, I lost 5 pounds, not gaining anything over Thanksgiving. Yay! In fact, the next time I weighed myself after Thanksgiving, I had a loss. But over the course of the Christmas, between Christmas and Thanksgiving, I mean New Year's, well, longer than that, probably a 2-week gap there of not eating 100% on plan, I gained 2 pounds. And I'll tell you, that's not bad, considering the cutbacks that we did over the holidays, and I'll explain why. Maybe I'll explain all that in the car and keep this part short. If I remember, that's what I'll do. Like on the way to the store, I can go ahead and explain why my Christmas food was condensed. Let's see. I have one of these folders filled with store lists, depending on the store, and a bunch of recipes that I've written down. I'll sit and write things down as I'm watching them on TV, or I'll copy them off of my laptop, whatever. Here from Amanda Lewis, her sugar-free granola. I was watching her video and then I went back and jotted it down. The only thing I couldn't remember seeing was the points. I don't know if she gave the points or not, so I put it in my recipe builder. And because she's using 2 cups of oats and a few other things, I thought 1/4 cup would be a good amount, which would make it 8 servings, which brings it down to 3 points each, because it was 20 points, I think, for the whole thing. So according to, Weight Watchers, 8 times 3 is 20. You know that Weight Watcher math. So anyway, I'm definitely going to be making that this week. And I have a recipe for taco pie. I don't know where I got it from, but I want to make that. And French onion chicken. I've seen a couple people make that. Ooh, what's this one? So I'm going to make that. And I'm going to make some 1-point chocolate, what are they called? Donuts. I got this pack of paper. It looks like this. It's a paper pad of 100 sheets, and they are not punched. I had to punch them, and they're from Happy Planner. And on this page, it just says good food, good mood. It has Monday through Friday for your plans, and then a room for a store list. And unfortunately, on the other side, it's just a solid white piece of paper. Here's what it looks like, plain. So I just think that's a waste of space. I don't need that much room for a brain dump. I mean, you can continue your shopping list on the other side, I guess. But I feel like I would rather have these double-sided and make better use of the second side. But that's just me. Of course, I could print these out double-sided if I wanted to. I'll think about that later. Anyway, I put down for dinners this week, and this is the first time that I can remember that I'm ever doing a meal plan and a shopping list according to the meal plan. And so that I don't know how to do this. So it's hard to explain it because I just don't do it. It's like I can't figure out how to make it work. It's like I see a beautiful picture, but I can't paint it. I can't get it from looking at that beautiful picture into my brain and through my arms and out my fingers, because it's not going to work. I can't even make stick figures look nice. That's how I feel about meal plan and food prep and all of that. I usually fly by the seat of my pants. When I go to the grocery store, I walk up and down the aisles, I put stuff in. Oh, this looks good. Let's make this. you know, and that's how I've just always done it. Sure, I always make a store list because you have to remember certain things, you know, and as you run out of stuff. Is someone chewing something they shouldn't be, Gracie Lou? Okay then. Anyway, so the only thing that I can't stick to is the days of the week. If I wake up on Tuesday and I'm not in the mood for French onion chicken with vegetables and a salad, then I'm not gonna make it. Maybe I want the taco pie on Tuesday that I have on Thursday. So then I'll make the taco pie. So I'm pretty much ignoring the Monday through Sunday deal, but these boxes help me break things up. The 1 Point chocolate donuts and the cheesecake that everyone makes on Weight Watchers are the two like desserts that I want to make. But I'm going to keep my my sugar-free pudding cups and my Ghirardelli chocolate squares in the freezer. They're only 3 points each for my nighttime snack options. The pudding's only 2 points. So I'm planning on salmon with rice and peas, and I need lime. Now I have a fake lime, you know, the plastic lime, but I haven't even opened that yet. I'm looking at it now. It's sitting in my really pathetic fruit bowl with just one dying banana. One dying banana and one fake lime. I also have a fake lemon in the refrigerator. And I don't know how well that will work because I usually use a fresh lime and I grate it. And I put the lime juice on the fish while it's cooking with a little of the zest and the rest of the juice and the zest in the rice. I'm not a big rice person, so I haven't had rice in a long time. Probably not since the last time I made this fish. But when I think of fish, all I think about is rice and peas. That's all that I want with fish, whether it's a flaky white or a salmon. So that's what I want to make this week. I already have the salmon fillets in the freezer. I already have the rice. I already have the peas. So as I write things down, I see what I already have and what I need. So I just put lime down in the list. I want to make pumpkin French toast. It's 3 points a serving. And I want to make that French onion chicken that people make. I want to say, I'm not going to say Felicity, the one who lost all the weight and is now pregnant. I think I may have gotten it from her. I don't remember. Sorry. Turkey and kale soup is another one I love to make that. I'll be using ground turkey, the 0 point for that. Taco pie, I will use ground turkey again. Those are the two things that I'll be using ground turkey for. And then I have 2 chicken dinners and then 1 fish dinner. The last thing is just a shredded chicken. It's like a chicken verde because you're going to use the salsa verde, the green stuff, to make this shredded chicken along with other things. And then you can do whatever you want with it. You can roll it up in a tortilla. I don't get Ole Wellness rolls around here anymore, so I have a hard time finding something that I can use for a wrap or a tortilla with low enough points. Or you can make a bowl. I can use some leftover rice, and, or I can make whatever in the bowl. Or I can just eat it hot, plain, you know, or I can put it on a bun. So many different ways to have shredded chicken. So I thought I would make that as well. And then from there I made just a regular store list. This is a half sheet, but I had to cut 2 sections off because I needed it for something else. So between Aldi's and Walmart, I should be able to get everything that I want from there and make these dishes. Now I just found out that Devin's coming back this weekend, the end of the weekend. So if there's anything in here that makes like a lot, I'll probably save it for when she comes home. Because she'll be here for maybe 2 weeks before she has to go back to work. She spent her holiday vacation with family in North Carolina. So she's been down there working and she'll be home in a few days. Today is Thursday. So anyway, anything that makes a small amount, I could make for myself between now and then, like the salmon. So that's my plans for today. That's my meal plan for the week. We're gonna see how that works. I'm excited to try a lot of these things that I haven't tried, like the yogurt with the granola. I wanna see if I like this granola, because I like granola, but there's usually too much sugar in it and the points are too high, but we'll see. I also have my own special topping that I make for granola, and when I make it this week, I would very much like to record it to show you, because this is something that I've been making for over 10 years now, I think. I thought of it on the fly a decade ago, and I've been making it now just for myself in smaller quantities. So I'd like to share that with you, and then maybe you can try it and see if you like it. All right, I'm gonna go and do this whole cell phone thing, and I'll see you in the car, and I'll explain what happened over the holiday weekend, or rather the holiday, to really minimize my eating that had me gain only 2 pounds over Christmas, which I think is amazing for anybody. Normally like 10 pounds, you know. So anyway, today for breakfast I had eggs and bacon, and the bacon is this Applegate bacon from Aldi's, and it's really thin, and it's 1 point a slice. I made 4 because I wanted to eat bacon, but after I had about 1.5 slices, I was already done with my egg because I forgot about the bacon. And I'm like, I'm really full. I had 2 fried eggs, like dippy eggs, and 2 pieces of 647 toast, the Aldi brand. And I was just full. So right away I thought, ooh, BLTs. So I got my list out and I wrote tomatoes on it because I already have lettuce and bread coming. And I already took the points for the bacon this morning. So I'll have 2 slices of bread for 2 points and 1 or 2 tablespoons of light mayo for 1 or 2 points. And that will be my BLT. Yes, that sounds really good. So let me just write something down really quick that I just thought of. I want to get those pretzel thins from Aldi's because it's only 3 points a serving, and I like to have those with a sandwich as opposed to potato chips or something, you know. So I'm going to go, and I'll see you in the car to explain about Christmas. Talk to you then. Well, hello. I'm done with the chiropractor. I was in and out so fast that I was at the counter paying at 1:30 when my appointment was supposed to start. But that's why I picked this time. I like to go immediately after his lunch break because I could be one of the first to be taken care of. And today I chose not to stay and do the massage chair. I have a lot to do, and I just feel like getting it all done. My husband has to stop by tonight after work. He called me on the way to the post office to see if he could stop by on his way to work, but I said, sorry, I'm out, you know. So he's gonna stop by, and I have to make him some muffins. So I told him I would have those ready for tonight. So let's just add that on top of everything else. I didn't have to, but I told him I would. I made muffins at Christmas time, blueberry muffins, because my mother loves blueberry muffins, and we planned on having them with Christmas breakfast, just to have in the morning with coffee. We were going to have this big bacon and eggs and these potato patties that you fry, and we had English muffins, we had, I think, bagels and cream cheese, and then I was going to make blueberry muffins because my mother loves them. And I got the Krusteaz brand, and it comes with a little can of blueberries that you drain and rinse. And when I was doing that, I was like, wow, these blueberries are so tiny and so few. This is ridiculous. So I got my frozen blueberries out of the freezer that I get at Aldi's. So much cheaper there. And I just dumped a bunch of blueberries in the batter, and saved some for the top. And I make sweet potato casserole every year, and I made it twice before the Christmas time. I made it for Thanksgiving and then for a Christmas party that I went to with my daughter where she works. And I always make a little too much topping, and I freeze it. It's a crumb topping, you know, with brown sugar and brown sugar. What else? What else is there? And melted butter and flour, stuff like that. So I always have enough so that when I make my sweet potato casserole for Christmas, I don't have to bother making the topping. I already have it in the freezer. So I took that out. And she's not a crumble person because there's walnuts in it too. So I left half plain, 6 plain, and the other 6 I put some of the crumble on top, and then I put 5 blueberries on top of every one. And the box makes 12. And I just use an ice cream scoop to scoop out 12 perfect portions. So anyway, they came out, and the day after Christmas, my husband came by after work to get some Christmas food to take home. Or was it Christmas Eve? I don't remember now. So anyway, I included a couple of those cupcakes, because why not? Not cupcakes, muffins. Well, the very next day he had to come by again for something. And he said, "Where'd you get those blueberry muffins?" I made them. You made them? Yeah, why? What's wrong with them? He's like, "Those are the best things I ever ate. They took me right back to something my mother used to make when I was a kid." And he said, "I will pay you to make more." You don't have to pay me to make more. And we went on again and again. He said, "I will pay you 2 or 3 times." And at one point he said, "How much will it cost you to make those again?" I'm like, "Look, the next time I go shopping, I'll just get another box." I said, "It's just a box mix that I doctored up a little. I'll just do it again." So I bought it since, before the new year, and I haven't gotten around to making it, but since he's coming over really quick after work tonight, I'll go ahead and make them. I'm not sure if I'm going to give him all 12. I probably should. I might save 2 back, 1 for me, 1 for Chrissy. That's right, she's off today, but she's out with a friend. And farm show complex, they have dinner reservations at Hershey for this evening, so she left at like 9:30 this morning, and I'll be lucky to see her before I go to bed tonight. But she deserves a day off with lots of fun with friends, so that's what she's doing today. Anyway, so I'm making those muffins today because I promised I'd make them for him. And now I am at the light, just about at the light where Aldi's is, so I can't continue talking about the Christmas eating thing because I'm out of time now. Do I want to turn here? All right, let's just turn here. Doesn't seem to be too many people at the movies right now. Next stop is Small Mart to get the groceries that you can't get at Aldi's. I can't get my toothbrush, toothpaste. I need a curtain liner. Things like that you just can't get at Aldi's. I'm gonna look for that infamous rug, maybe. No place to park up close. Ooh, Amish family. Hello, Amish people. Look, quick. Can you see him? And then, no, you didn't really get to see him too good. Yellow. Anyway, he's got a long beard and a straw hat. And she's got a long dress with an apron and the weight. I think they call it a prayer cap. All right, I'm gonna go do Aldi's. Talk to you later. Hi, I'm done with Aldi's. I spent like $75, 6 bags of groceries. But it seemed like everything I picked up was 2 something or 3 something. So I don't usually spend that much at Aldi's. I got 2 big like family packs of chicken tenders. Normally I get a pack for 5 something, the regular smaller pack, and these were both of them were just under $5. No lie, and they were twice the size. So I'm like, yeah, hello. So I got 2 of those. I'm gonna have to divvy them up, freeze them. I'll probably get a good 3 meals out of each of them. So for less than $10, that's 6 meals of chicken alone. And I got this interesting, well, why am I telling you? I'm only going to be showing you later. I think because of how long this video is turning out to be, I think I'm going to have to do a separate haul, so I don't have to worry about it. So let's get on to why I ate so much less at Christmas. Oh, there goes all the groceries. So one thing I don't like about this car, there's no like trunk. Okay. Chrissy, now Christmas was on Wednesday, and Chrissy had off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. She just had Tuesday and Wednesday off, but she thought, let me see if I can get someone to switch for Monday, and then I'll have 3 glorious days off for Christmas to finish my shopping, to do all of my wrapping, to go see Christmas lights, to bake cookies with Mom, and all the other joyous Christmas stuff, because it was just going to be she and I. Of course, my mother would come over Christmas Eve day, spend the day and the night and Christmas Day with us before going back home in the evening. So she comes home Monday morning. She gets off at 7. She comes home. She is not feeling good. She is in bed the next 4 days with a stomach thing. Stomach intestinal. The only stomach issue she had was some stomach pain, maybe a little nausea, but she never got sick. That didn't stop her from keeping a bucket next to her bed just in case. But, okay, I thought I was just passing my mother. But anyway, she was sick. There was no cookie baking. When she went to bed Monday morning, I started a batch of cookies. I made them. That was the only batch of cookies that I made for the house for Christmas. I was supposed to make 3 other kind, and to this day we still didn't make them. I never made Chrissy's sweet potato casserole. We didn't go see the lights. We didn't do the little Christmas crafts, the painting crafts that we have, that we didn't get to do last year either. We didn't do anything. I sat by myself. My mother was just getting over a cold. She had been in the house sick for 10 days. And she had just started coming back out again, going back to church and, you know, working downstairs in the store and revisiting life once more. So I called her the day before Christmas Eve. I guess that was Monday. Yeah. Chrissy is sick in bed with a fever, a stomach thing that's going around work. So Christmas is canceled. I was so upset. So Christmas Eve came and went, and her fever finally broke Christmas Eve in the eve of it all. And what are these people doing? I have no idea. All right, let's see. So I asked her, I said, how are you feeling? She's like, I feel a lot better. I don't have a fever anymore. I don't have that kind of icky, sick feeling. And I said, what would you say if we had Christmas tomorrow, but not until the afternoon? That'll give you all morning in bed. You know, give you some time to relax, and then we could just have Grandma come over. In the afternoon, we'll open presents, have dinner, and be done. And she said she thought she could handle that. That would be good. So that's what we planned. And I had this huge dinner planned, but all I made was the ham. It was a spiral ham that I spent way too much money on. And au gratin potatoes, a bag of baby carrots, and then some dinner rolls. That was it. Ham, potatoes, carrots, dinner roll. I thought that was light enough for Chrissy, you know. And it wouldn't be anything too much. She hardly touched her ham. I don't think she had any bread. She just had some potato and carrots. She was being really careful with what she ate. She didn't touch her chocolate-covered cherries, but my mother came over. We opened presents. We had our traditional Christmas morning in the afternoon, like around 2 o'clock, and then we sat down to a dinner, and we had blueberry pie a la mode. That's where you have chocolate ice cream instead of vanilla with your blueberry pie, which my mother and I always preferred. So that's what we bought, and we never ate it. It was a frozen blueberry pie, and the pie and ice cream stayed in the refrigerator until January 1st. I mean, in the freezer. We made that with our January 1st dinner. So we had no Christmas Eve, no Christmas cookies, half of a Christmas dinner, and what else? I don't know. Chrissy bought me almost no candy. I think she got me one thing. It was like you know, Twix candy bars. There were 2 of them in there. They were in the shape of a Christmas tree. They didn't even taste as good as regular Twix because the cookie was like twice as thick as it should have been and too hard. So she didn't get to finish like the shopping for the stocking stuffers and stuff. So Christmas Eve, she spent in her room wrapping everything. And then she went to bed and she slept all Christmas morning. I went in there with a thermometer at noon and reached down to touch her forehead, gave her a big shock. That's how she woke up. And I'm like, here. And I stuck the thermometer in her mouth. And she had a normal temperature. I said, you slept. It's noon. It's time to get up. You know, it's Christmas. I was tired of being by myself. And so she got up and my mother came a couple hours later and we had a great day. But that's how we ended up having very little food in the house prepared to eat like that, you know. So that really helped me out. And it made me realize we don't need that much food, junk food or good food, to celebrate Christmas. But that's what we do as Americans. Well, not just here, everywhere. I mean, that's what Boxing Day was always for over in Europe. Because Christmas was a time of overindulgence. And the next day, the rich people who could afford to overindulge boxed up all the extra food and took it out to their servants, I heard. And gave it to those that didn't have so much food the day before or at all. So anyway, it's just habit for us to eat in excess at Christmas time. It's the excuse that we use to bake all those cookies that we really don't need. You know, and have all those extra things for Christmas dinner. Whoa, mister. You need to pull up more. Oh my gosh. That's an accident waiting to happen right there. Is his car even in park? I guess. It felt like it was still rolling after he got out, but he took the keys with him. He almost hit my car turning in from in front so he could park here, and he's not pulled up enough at all, so no one's going to be able to park behind him. And I'm really scared to be parked next to him now. Lord, protect my car when that man pulls out, because I have a feeling I'm going to be in the store longer than him. Well, I'm going to get in the store now. I'll see you when I get out, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a separate haul video because I just can't shut up, and this is too long already. Talk to you later. Hi. Leaving Walmart now. I got 6 bags of groceries at Aldi's, my big reusable bag, grocery bags, and I got 5 bags, Walmart bags, and 2 rugs. So it came to $75 at Aldi's and $129 here. The rugs were 20 bucks each. I got one for inside the front door, red. They're an employee though, so they're always here. And I got a runner for in front of the sink area. They match. And I got it because of all the Aldi nerds on Facebook which maybe I'll explain someday if you don't already know. But anyway, I like the rugs. They'll be nice. The rug that I have inside my front door now, it's a nice big rug, and the one I got is for there is the same size. Fits in the washer nice, and it's just all beige. I've had it for a long time. And one day, it got some kind of a stain on it. A black stain like this big. And it's some kind of ink or something that won't come up. But at first, of course, I thought it was like a fuzzy black spider, dead or alive. You know, when you see something like that in the corner of your eye, naturally you freak out and assume the worst. And every single time I walked past and saw that spot, my whole body would freak out and jump, and you know, your insides just hit the ceiling. And I washed it, and the rug came perfectly, beautifully clean, except for that spot. So maybe it's something I can cut out. I don't know. But I've had the rug forever, and it doesn't stay in place anymore. It's starting to slide because it's just losing its grip from being washed often. So I replaced it and found a matching runner for the kitchen, because all I have in the kitchen is a small red rectangular rug in front of the sink. So I'm going to have matching rugs there, and it's a beige rug with a black lattice going through it, because the kitchen is brown and black. So this will go nice. I've been MIA for so long. I apologize for that. I just haven't had the stamina, the wherewith, the whatever it takes to edit all of the videos that I've made. I've made car vlogs, but I haven't put them out there. And if a couple days go by, 2-3 days, I'm like, oh yeah, I have to edit that video. It's old news now. Today was the third time I explained our Christmas issue with Chrissy being sick and missing half of Christmas and only eating half the stuff. We had all this food for Christmas Eve planned. We had 5 different cheeses and 4 different crackers. I don't know why. And all this stuff was just, you know, planned for Christmas Eve party with the 3 of us. That never happened. So all of that, the cheese and crackers, got saved for New Year's Eve. And all we added to that was a bottle of champagne and a shrimp ring. Yummo. So we had maybe not even half the bottle of champagne. It's still sitting in my refrigerator. I just need to dump it. I didn't enjoy it at all. I got barefoot. I always get verde, and then I saw this barefoot, and I like other barefoot things that I've had in the past, like their sweet wines and stuff. So I thought, oh, this must be good too. It was the same 10 bucks. Why not try it? I'm sticking with my verde. If I ever have the need for champagne again, I will get it. I don't always get champagne for Christmas, or rather New Year's, but I did this time, and the 3 of us partook, you know, gently. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going home. So anyway, that's my story. And when I get home and drag everything in, I'll set it up and get a haul going as best as I can, which will be separate from this because I can't seem to shut up. Maybe because it's always so long before, in between we talk, that I always have all this stuff built up, like a million things happen. Like I didn't even tell you what's going on with the endo and US Med and me trying to get a prescription filled, one of those things you stick on your arms and then you use the meter to read your blood sugar levels instead of picking your fingers all day long. So hard. Anyway, maybe I'll explain that someday when we finally get it situated, because it's still not situated. And after about 3 weeks now, we've started all over again as of today, day 1. My doctor's office called me while I was in the middle of Aldi's. So I had to pull over by the salad dressings and talk to the lady from the doctor's office. Holy moly, do I even know where I'm going? I don't know. It's like I'm busy talking to you, I'm passing places. So I need to get off this thing. Now I'm trapped in this lane. I need to go. So until I see you again, be blessed.